Israel's the answer to all questions. Zionists are very good at deceiving people with lack of knowledge. Educate yourself, it's your right to know the truth. Question number 1. Which country alone in the Middle East has nuclear weapons? Answer: Israel. Question number 2. Which country in the Middle East refuses to sign the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty and bars international inspections? Answer: Israel. Question number 3. Which country in the Middle East seized the sovereign territory of other nations by military force and continues to occupy it in defiance of United Nations Security Council resolutions? Answer: Israel. Question number 4. Which country in the Middle East routinely violates the international borders of another sovereign state with warplanes and artillery and naval gunfire? Answer: Israel. Question number 5. What American ally in the Middle East has for years sent assassins into other countries to kill its political enemies, a practice sometimes called exporting terrorism? Answer: Israel. Question number 6. In which country in the Middle East have high-ranking military officers admitted publicly that unarmed prisoners of war were executed? Answer: Israel. Question number 7. What country in the Middle East refuses to prosecute its soldiers who have acknowledged executing prisoners of war? Answer: Israel. Question number 8. What country in the Middle East created 762,000 refugees and refuses to allow them to return to their homes, farms and businesses? Answer: Israel. Question number 9. What country in the Middle East refuses to pay compensation to people whose land, bank accounts and businesses it confiscated? Answer: Israel. Question number 10. In what country in the Middle East was a high-ranking United Nations diplomat assassinated? Answer: Israel. Question number 11. In what country in the Middle East did the man who ordered the assassination of a high-ranking UN diplomat later become Prime Minister? Answer: Israel. Question number 12. What country in the Middle East blew up an American diplomatic facility in Egypt and attacked a U.S. ship, the USS Liberty, in international waters, killing 34 and wounding 171 American sailors? Answer: Israel. Question number 13. What country in the Middle East employed a spy, Jonathan Pollard, to steal classified documents and then gave some of them to the Soviet Union? Answer: Israel. Question number 14. What country at first denied any official connection to Pollard, then voted to make him a citizen and has continuously demanded that the American president grant Pollard a full pardon? Answer: Israel. Question number 15. What Middle East country allows American Jewish murderers to flee to its country to escape punishment in the United States and refuses to extradite them once in their custody? Answer: Israel. Question number 16. What Middle East country preaches against hate yet builds a shrine and a memorial for a murderer who killed 29 Palestinians while they prayed in their mosque? Answer: Israel. Question number 17. What country on planet Earth has the second most powerful lobby in the United States, according to a recent Fortune magazine survey of Washington insiders? Answer: Israel. Question number 18. Which country in the Middle East deliberately targeted a UN refugee camp in Cana, Lebanon and killed 103 innocent men, women, and especially children? Answer: Israel. Question number 19. Which country in the Middle East is in defiance of 69 United Nations Security Council resolutions and has been protected from 29 more by U.S. vetoes? Answer: Israel. Question number 20. Which country in the Middle East receives more than 1/3 of all U.S. aid yet is the 16th richest country in the world? Answer: Israel. Question number 21. Which country in the Middle East receives free weapons from U.S. and then sells the technology to the Republic of China even at the objections of the U.S.? Answer: Israel. Question number 22. Which country in the Middle East routinely insults the American people by having its Prime Minister address the United States Congress and lecturing them like children on why they have no right to reduce foreign aid? Answer: Israel. Question number 23. Which country in the Middle East had its Prime Minister announce to his staff not to worry about what the United States says, because we control America? Answer: Israel. Question number 24. What country in the Middle East was cited by Amnesty International for demolishing more than 4,000 innocent Palestinian homes as a means of ethnic cleansing? Answer: Israel. Question number 25. Which country in the Middle East has just recently used a weapon of mass destruction, a one-ton smart bomb, dropping it in the center of a highly populated area, killing 15 civilians including 9 children? Answer: Israel. Question number 26. Which country in the Middle East routinely kills young Palestinian children for no reason other than throwing stones at armored vehicles, bulldozers, or tanks? Answer: Israel. Question number 27. Which country in the Middle East signed the Oslo Accords promising to halt any new Jewish settlement construction, but instead has built more than 270 new settlements since the signing? Answer: Israel. Question number 28. Which country in the Middle East has assassinated more than 100 political officials of its opponent in the last 2 years, while killing hundreds of civilians in the process, including dozens of children? Answer: Israel. Question number 29. Which country in the Middle East regularly violates the Geneva Convention by imposing collective punishment on entire towns, villages, and camps for the acts of a few, and even goes as far as demolishing entire villages while people are still in their homes? Answer: Israel. Question to answer. Where is the international community? What action your community is taking? What action are you taking? What can you do? Stop buying Israeli goods. Boycott Israel now. What can you do? Stop supporting child killers. Boycott Israel now. Freedom for Palestine. Boycott Israel now. Stop supporting child killers. Boycott Israel now. Freedom for Palestine. Boycott Israel now. Boycott apartheid Israel now. Boycott apartheid Israel now. Take action. Time to speak to the truth, nothing but the truth. Educate yourself, it's your right to know the truth. Take action. Stop the killing. Stop the killing. Stop the killing.